Welcome to the one video that will take you from crypto noob to crypto genius. I'm going to tell you what it is, why it keeps becoming more important, what I've actually invested in myself, and the dark side of it. Okay, so when society was in its early stages, there was no such thing as money. We'll call this stage 1. The only way to buy something off someone was to go up to them and be like, "Oh, I really like your horse. I'll trade you my cat for it." "Sorry, Milo, I never trade you." But the issue with a system like that is that even though you might be perfectly happy to give up your horse, you just might not want a cat, so that trade will never happen. But that's where currency came in stage 2 coins, which because they were made of precious materials like gold and silver, everyone just accepted that they were worth something. You've heard of the British pound, right? Well, the reason they're called pounds is because 1 pound literally just used to be 1 pound of silver. And so all of a sudden in a trade, it doesn't matter if you don't want my cat. As long as I have coins, we can still trade for your horse, even if you have no use at all for the silver, because it's a precious material. You have that reassurance that you can take that coin, give it to someone else, and trade for something that you do want. Convenient, right? But then this evolved to stage 3 as banks became established and governments had control. We realized that as long as there was trust in the system, we could move away from needing to carry blocks of precious metal towards something even more convenient: paper money. It does the same thing, but now the money doesn't have value because it's made of pure silver. It just has value because the government says it has value, like this £10 note here in the UK. The note itself is just made of, well, it's actually made of plastic. They changed it recently because it's more durable. But if you look closely, you can see that all this actually is the Bank of England promising that they will pay the bearer of this note £10. Really, this is just a receipt, a kind of proof that you own a certain amount of money. But as technologies improved even further, we found even more convenient ways of storing and trading our stuff. We're now in what I would call stage 4, where more people than ever are buying things online and using credit cards. And really, when you're at that stage, we don't see our money anymore. It's not about coins or notes or cats. It's just entries on a spreadsheet. Like when I buy a music album from Amazon, all that's happening is that my bank adds an entry in my spreadsheet that says Aaron now has $10 less. And then Amazon's bank adds an entry that says they have $10 more. So the reason I've given you this entire intro is to give you context on where cryptocurrency sites. It's seen by many people as the most convenient era of exchange. Ever stage 5, the way to think about a cryptocurrency is that it's 100 virtual. I know the logo for Bitcoin kind of looks like a physical coin. It really is a Bitcoin now. But with crypto, there is no gold, there is no silver, there is no paper. It really is just the transfer of digital assets. The core concept is exactly the same. Think of them as literally just running spreadsheets of who's paid what to who. But instead of multiple banks keeping their own separate records with crypto, there is just one enormous spreadsheet of every transaction made using that currency. And this is called a ledger. Okay, we all have a good spreadsheet. But what's all the fuss about? Why is everyone going crypto crazy? Well, there are some distinct advantages to a currency system like this one. It's decentralized, which means that while every transaction of a given cryptocurrency is all recorded on the same ledger, there are many copies of that ledger, and anyone who is a part of the network has one. You might have heard of cryptocurrency mining or Bitcoin mining. Well, all that is someone who set up a computer to crunch through transactions on their copy of this ledger or spreadsheet. There are already about 1 million Bitcoin miners around the world, and Bitcoin is just one type of cryptocurrency. The reason they're doing it well: if you dedicate your computer's power to mining, say, Bitcoin, then you will earn some Bitcoin as compensation. So the result of this is that if I go into a store and spend 5 Bitcoins on something, then instead of just checking with one bank's records, the shop instead checks with every single computer on this network. If I have enough, and assuming I do, each computer will give the go-ahead, and then every single one will update their records independently. So because you end up having this many copies of exactly the same ledger, it becomes very easy to tell if anyone's trying anything fishy. Thank you very much for staying with this video for so long. Our second lesson is coming. Before that, of course, you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.